a force to be reckoned with, the British Army in World War II. World War II, a global conflict that reshaped the world, saw the British Army standing as a bulwark against tyranny. From the beaches of Normandy to the deserts of North Africa, British soldiers fought with tenacity and courage. Their effectiveness stemmed not only from their bravery, but also from a highly organized structure, particularly at the most fundamental level, the infantry section. The backbone of the British Army, the infantry section. This unit was the fundamental building block of the Army's structure, providing the essential manpower and tactical flexibility needed in various combat scenarios. The infantry section, typically consisting of 10 to 12 men, was meticulously organized to maximize combat effectiveness. Each section was designed to operate independently or as part of a larger formation, ensuring versatility on the battlefield. Representing the cornerstone of the British Army's fighting force in World War II, these sections were the primary units that engaged the enemy directly. Their ability to adapt to various combat situations made them indispensable. This small, tightly knit unit was a microcosm of the larger army, embodying discipline, camaraderie, and lethal efficiency. The bonds formed within these sections were crucial for maintaining morale and effectiveness under the stress of combat. Each man within the section played a vital role, their duties interconnected like the gears of a well-oiled machine. From the riflemen to the machine gunners, every position was essential for the section's overall performance. At the heart of the section was the section leader, usually a corporal, entrusted with the lives and success of his men. This role required not only tactical acumen, but also the ability to inspire and lead under the most challenging conditions. This leader was not just a commander, but also a mentor, responsible for training, discipline, and crucially, making tactical decisions in the heat of battle. The section leader's ability to make quick, effective decisions often determined the outcome of engagements, highlighting the importance of leadership within the infantry section. Leading the charge, the section leader and his responsibilities. The role of a section leader in the British Army during the World War II was one of immense responsibility and critical importance. These leaders were the backbone of their units, ensuring that their men were always prepared for the challenges of battle. The section leader's responsibilities were immense. He had to maintain discipline, ensure that orders from higher command were executed flawlessly, and keep his men motivated even in the direst of circumstances. His leadership was often the difference between success and failure on the battlefield. He was responsible for maintaining the morale and fighting spirit of his men, ensuring their readiness for combat. This involved not only physical preparation, but also mental resilience. The section leader had to be a mentor, a coach, and sometimes even a father figure to his soldiers. He had to be a master tactician, adapting to ever-changing battlefield conditions and making split-second decisions that could determine the fate of his section. His ability to read the battlefield, anticipate enemy movements, and deploy his men effectively was crucial. He led by example, his courage under fire a source of inspiration for his men. The section leader's bravery and composure in the heat of battle were vital in maintaining the fighting spirit of his section. His actions could turn the tide of an engagement, rallying his men to push forward against overwhelming odds. Within the section, two roles were paramount in delivering the section's primary firepower: the Bren gunner and his assistant. These two soldiers worked in tandem to provide the heavy firepower needed to suppress enemy positions and protect their comrades. The Bren gunner, wielding the Bren light machine gun, was the section's heavy hitter. His role was to lay down a continuous stream of fire, keeping the enemy pinned down and unable to return effective fire. His Bren gun, capable of unleashing a hail of bullets at a rate of 500 rounds per minute, provided crucial suppressing fire, pinning down the enemy and allowing the rest of the section to maneuver. This suppressing fire was essential for the section's movements, enabling them to advance, retreat, or reposition as needed without being overwhelmed by enemy fire. The coordination between the section leader and the Bren gunner was a key element in the effectiveness of the British Army's infantry tactics during World War II. The firepower of the section from the Lee-Enfield to the Bren gun. The Bren gunner's assistant was indispensable, ensuring the Bren gun remained operational. He carried spare parts, cleared jams, and most importantly, kept the ammunition flowing. His role was critical, for a lull in the Bren gun's fire could spell disaster for the section. The remaining members of the section were the riflemen, each armed with the legendary Lee-Enfield rifle. This bolt-action rifle, renowned for its accuracy and range, was the standard issue for British infantrymen. The riflemen, under the watchful eye of their section leader, provided accurate fire support, targeting enemy positions and picking off threats. The Sten gun, a compact ally in close combat. While the Lee-Enfield and Bren gun formed the backbone of the section's firepower, the Sten gun added a different dimension to their arsenal. This compact and easily manufactured submachine gun, though less accurate than the Lee-Enfield, was devastating at close quarters. Its high rate of fire and ease of use made it ideal for clearing trenches and buildings where engagements were often chaotic and brutal. Beyond bullets, grenades, and the Piat anti-tank weapon, the section's arsenal wasn't limited to firearms. Grenades, standard issue for all infantrymen, provided a means to flush out enemies from cover or disable vehicles. These handheld explosives, while simple, were devastatingly effective in close-quarters combat. For engaging enemy armor, the section relied on the Piat, or projector infantry anti-tank. This portable anti-tank weapon, though cumbersome, could disable even heavily armored vehicles. The Piat's presence underscored the section's versatility, enabling it to engage a wide range of targets. The dance of war, fire and maneuver tactics. The effectiveness of the British Army section in World War II wasn't solely down to its weapons. While their rifles, machine guns and other equipment were certainly important, it was their training and tactics that truly set them apart on the battlefield. Their training emphasized tactical flexibility, enabling them to adapt to diverse combat situations. This adaptability was crucial in the unpredictable and often chaotic environments of World War II battlefields. One of their core tactics was fire and maneuver. This tactic was not just about moving and shooting, it was a sophisticated dance of coordination and timing. This involved one part of the section providing covering fire, pinning down the enemy, while the other moved to a more advantageous position. The soldiers had to trust each other completely, knowing that their comrades' fire would keep the enemy's heads down. This constant interplay of fire and movement kept the enemy off balance, preventing them from effectively returning fire. It was a tactic that required precision, discipline, and nerves of steel. The Bren gunner played a crucial role in this tactic, his sustained fire providing the cover needed for the rest of the section to advance. The Bren gun, with its high rate of fire and reliability, was the backbone of the British infantry section's firepower. The success of fire and maneuver tactics relied heavily on teamwork and communication. Each soldier had to be aware of their role and execute it flawlessly. This level of coordination was achieved through rigorous training and drills, ensuring that every member of the section could perform under pressure. In the end, it was this combination of training, tactics, and teamwork that made the British Army section a formidable force in World War II. Their ability to execute fire and maneuver tactics effectively often turned the tide of battle in their favor. Strength in support artillery, mortars, and tanks. The infantry section, while capable, often relied on the support of other units. Artillery, with its long-range firepower, could disrupt enemy formations and bombard fortified positions. Mortars, deployed closer to the front lines, provided indirect fire support, raining explosives on enemy positions hidden behind cover. Tanks, such as the Matilda and Cruiser, provided armored support, their firepower and mobility proving invaluable in both attack and defense. The presence of these supporting elements significantly enhanced the section's combat effectiveness, enabling them to overcome heavily defended positions. A legacy of courage and coordination, the enduring impact. The British Army section's success in World War II was a testament to the courage of its individual soldiers and their ability to function as a cohesive unit. Their training, weaponry, and tactical flexibility made them a formidable force on the battlefield. The legacy of the World War II British Army section lives on not just in history books, but in the principles of small unit tactics, still employed by modern militaries worldwide. Their story is a powerful reminder that courage combined with effective organization and equipment can overcome even the most daunting challenges. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, and why don't you drop us a subscribe? Thank you for watching.